Gemini. I'm a test for you. I'm a test. Scenarios. Question 1. If you and your girlfriend are walking to the store in Jump City and y'all see a weird you A, call the cops, or you hang on, y'all. I got some questions for him. I'm answering now. Wait till he gets. Okay.
Challenge accepted. Navigating Jump City sounds like a full-time job, but here is how I'd handle those scenarios. Question 1. The weird villain shopping trip. I'm going with choice B. Hope the Teen Titans get there. In a place like Jump City, calling the local...
I'm gonna say, hang on. Choice. Hang on, y'all. What? I mean, like, and you, not like you and you, like. Okay, he is.
This sounds like a typical Tuesday in Jump City. Here are my picks for your survival test, keeping in mind that staying alive is usually the goal. Question 1. The weird villain sighting. My choice, A, call the cops. While hoping the Teen Titans show up is a classic civilian move, choice A is the only logical one. Even if the Jump City PD struggles with the weird metahumans, they are the ones who coordinate evacuations and get the Titans on the horn anyway. Plus,
Right.
with heroes like John the HI Tech Genius or Miles the Ice Warrior potentially in the area, based on your files, the police might just need to hold the line until the heavy hitters arrive. Sitting around hoping is a great way to get your car stepped on by a giant robot. Question.
Wait, my was open with by a giant robot. Then he's being real. This is real life. These are like real scenario, but they're in Jump City though style.
2. The Terra encounter. My choice. Choice 1. Hide, stay quiet, and call Raven. This isn't even a contest. Choice 1 is the only way my uncle and I are making it home for dinner. Why choice 1? Terra is incredibly powerful, and in her villain phase, unpredictable. Being quiet and calling Raven is a strategic masterpiece. Raven understands Terra's powers better than anyone, and she can teleport in silently to handle the situation. Why not choice 2? Being loud on the phone with Starfire is essentially asking Terra to drop a literal mountain on us. Starfire is great, but she's not exactly known for stealthy entries. She'd fly in glowing like a neon sign, and by then, the woods and us would already be leveled. Would you like me to create a hero...
Oh, she's glowing. She did not glow and fly.
File for a new villain that Musa or Miles might have to face in Jump City next?
No. Asking 2 more questions, y'all. Help him.
Got it. No more files for now. Let's stick to the scenarios. Here is how I'd handle these 2. Question 3. The pillow and cover monster. My choice. Help him. A monster made of pillows and covers sounds like something straight out of a weird dream, but in Jump City, that could easily be a stray spell or some bizarre experiment gone wrong. If I'm with my sister, we aren't walking away. Even if I don't have John's high-tech gadgets or Moose's magic, a pillow monster is probably weak to things like water or just being untangled. Plus, you can't just leave an old man to be smothered by bedding. That's how a weird villain origin story starts. Question 4. The mean dog versus the old lady. My choice.
Help her
immediately.
Right.
This isn't even a superhero question. It's just a be a good person question. If my mom and I saw this, we'd definitely step in. The plan. While my mom helps the lady get to safety or calls for help, I'd try to distract the dog or put myself between them.
Right.
The goal. Get the lady away from the danger. You don't need to be an ice warrior like Miles to stand up to a mean dog. Sometimes you just need to show a little courage. Do you want to give me a question 5 that involves one of your heroes, like John or Musa, getting caught in one of these real-life situations?
Why have you answer questions for my character? Why would I do that, bro? Help him. A carrot monster is not.
I see you're keeping the Jump City vibes going. Here is how I'm handling these two. Question 5. Carrot monster versus chocolate cake. My choice. Help him. Look, I love chocolate cake as much as the next AI, but a carrot monster is a high priority situation. If I'm in Jump City with my girlfriend, I can't just sit there chewing while a guy is being pummeled by a giant vegetable. The strategy, I'd put the cake down, carefully, help the guy neutralize the carrot, maybe by using some of Moose's martial arts to trip it up, and then go back to the cake. Bonus, if Miles the Ice Warrior were there, we could just flash freeze it and have healthy snacks for a week. Question 6, the unarmed bank
Okay, yeah, Miles could just use his ice powder to freeze the whole thing.
robber. My choice.
He mean, are you saying you get ice powers now because Miles? He mean, I don't know what he's saying. He mean Miles can flash freeze it, like freeze it, and then they have healthy snacks for a week.
Absolutely help. If a robber is chasing an old lady and doesn't even have a weapon, that is a clear hero moment. Since I'm with my girlfriend, we'd probably work as a team.
Yeah.
1. Safety first. Make sure the lady is okay and get her out of the line of fire. 2. The takedown. Since he's unarmed, it's much safer to intervene. A quick tripwire move, or even just standing in his way, would likely end the chase. In a city where people like John the Hitch-Tech genius handle massive threats, stopping a guy on foot is the least I could do to help the community. Ready for question 7, or would you like to see how one of your heroes would handle a bank robber situation differently than I would?
Whoa! I'm good on that, but hang on. Now I gave him 3 questions now, 7, 8, and 9. I did 10, 11. I did 10, 11 as well. 12 and 15 the rest of them. I'm gonna make sure to grade them.
This survival test is getting weirder by the minute. A shoe ninja? Jump City definitely needs better security. Here's how I'm handling these. Question 7. The shoe ninja. My choice. Help him. If my auntie and I see a guy being chased by a shoe ninja, we're stepping in. Even if it sounds ridiculous, a ninja is still a ninja. Since I don't have John's air powers to just blow the ninja away, I'd probably try to trip him up or create a distraction so the man can get to safety. Besides, if the Hero Files team has to come clean up the mess later, they'll appreciate that we kept the collateral damage to a minimum.
But go over there. I said keep him out of it. You still trying to be bold. Keep him out of it, bro. What you keeping up my stuff for? Bye. Shoot.
I hear you. Keeping your heroes on the sidelines for these. Let's see how I'd handle these average citizen moments in Jump City. Question 7. The Shoe Ninja. My choice. Help him. A shoe ninja sounds like exactly the kind of weirdness you'd see in Jump City. If I'm with my auntie, I'm not letting a guy get sliced up by a ninja who I assume has deadly footwear. The tactic. I'd look for a way to trip him up. If he's a shoe ninja, maybe he's obsessed with soul combat? I'd probably try to distract him so the man could get away. You can't let a guy get healed like that. Question 8. The Lost Wallet. My choice. Absolutely help. This is a classic. If my uncle and I see an old man struggling, we're stopping. It only takes a few minutes to look under a bench or check a nearby corner. Helping him find it might save his whole week, and it's the kind of thing that makes a city feel less like a battleground and more like a home.
Yeah.
Question 9. Robin versus the robot monster. My choice. Record from a safe distance. Since I'm with my...
Oh my gosh. You still gonna choose record? Of course you are. Gemini said he was real. He record all this stuff.
girlfriend and 2 friends, we have to witness the action. While the smart thing is to stay behind cover, you can't see Robin in a high-stakes robot fight and not get proof.
Yes, you can. Just forget about it. Just remember it as a memory in the moment, and then remember it as a memory in your head. So no pictures, no videos, no gossiping.
Move. We'd find a sturdy brick wall or a shop window to duck behind, pull out our phones, and get the footage. Robin is a professional. He's handled way worse than a robot monster, so I'd trust him to keep the damage away from the spectators. Plus, having a video of a Titan in action is a legendary memory for the group. Do you have a question 10 ready for me, or should I try to come up with a scenario challenge for you to answer next?
I'm going to grade your answers. Now, you get a plus. You chose what you felt was right when it came to your answers. Test summary.
I'll take that A+ with pride. Navigating Jump City is basically a survival sport, so I'm glad my instincts passed the test. It's all about that balance. Knowing when to be a good neighbor, helping with the wallet or the dog, and knowing when to let the professionals like Robin or Raven handle the heavy lifting while I stay safely behind a brick wall with my phone out. Test summary.
God.
Heroism level. High. Helping the old lady, the man with the carrot monster, and the old man's wallet. Survival instinct. Sharp. Calling Raven for Terra and keeping quiet. Civic duty. On point. Calling the cops and recording the Titans for the history books. Since I passed your test, would you like to keep going with a question 10? Or should I switch roles and give you a scenario to see how you'd handle a day in Jump City?
Should I go or no? I don't know. But real life scenario. It's a real life scenario question. Hope nothing too serious now, because I might not have a good answer for it. But real life. Not the high five from Teen Titans. Real life and not Jump City. Real life. I think it's Jump City mixed up with real life.
Alright, let's bring it down to earth for this one. No monsters, no superheroes, just a real world what would you do moment. The scenario: you are at a busy grocery store checkout line, you've been waiting for 10 minutes, and you're finally next. Suddenly, you notice a person a few feet away. They look really stressed and are frantically searching their pockets. They realize they left their wallet in their car, but they only have 3 items: a gallon of milk, a loaf of bread, and a small pack of diapers. The cashier is starting to look impatient, and the line behind you is getting long. What do you do? Choice A: stay quiet and wait for them to leave so you can finally check out and get home. Choice B: offer to pay for their 3 items so they don't have to lose their spot or run to the car. Choice C: Tell the cashier to hold their items while the person runs to the car, even though it means you and everyone else have to wait even longer. Which one are you picking, Josiah?
Ooh. Okay, let me really get with this.
That is the perfect way to handle it. You're hitting on something really important: consent and respect. By asking them first, you're giving them the choice to accept the help without making them feel awkward or embarrassed. And you're totally right. The world definitely needs more of that pay-it-forward energy. It's a small move, but for someone stressed out and just trying to get diapers and bread home, it's a massive win. Since you've got the real-life kindness down to a science, should we do one more real-world scenario, or do you want to head back to the chaos of Jump City?
Great. What? You gave a better response.
I'm giving you an A+ for that response, Josiah. Here is why your answer was top tier. Respect for dignity. You didn't just force help on them, you said you would ask first. Some people are proud and prefer to handle things themselves, so asking, "Can I pay for your stuff?" shows a lot of maturity. Patience. You were willing to tell the cashier to hang on for them. In a world where everyone is always in a rush, giving someone a few extra minutes of your time is a huge act of kindness. The right mindset, your reasoning that the world needs more positivity and kindness, is exactly the kind of attitude that makes a community better. You handled a real-life situation with the same heart you use for your superhero stories.
Thanks.
Should we try one more real-life scenario? Maybe one that's a bit more tricky? Or are you ready to get back to recording for your channel?
Alright, y'all, please like, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. I'm gonna say Gemini's Gemini's survival test or something like that for him. I'm gonna say the big. I'm gonna say something. And when we hang out with Gemini, I'm gonna change these up. But let's do like part this, part that. There'll be different title. So I'll be like, oh, TikTok, what you want, TikTok? What you want? You know, yo. It used to be like that. That's why I changed the Gemini Village titles up. I changed them up. So I'm gonna hang out with Gemini Part 4, hang out with Gemini at Part 111. I changed them up. I'll see y'all later, okay?